Namaste, welcome to my channel. This is Shardu Singh and we are making a scene from Mission Impossible today. So this is the scene we'll be making in Unreal Engine 5.
And we cannot escape the past. And we cannot escape the past.
Okay, so I am back and now we will start working on the character. First we will take a Metahuman. I think it is pretty easy to bring a Metahuman inside Unreal Engine, so that's what I'll do first. What I'll do is I have already actually imported a Metahuman, so I'll just use that Metahumans and just say I'll just drag and drop and this should come. Yeah, so I think the proportion of the walls and everything looks similar with the reference we have, right? So one second, I'll open the reference again. Yes, so this is the reference, right? So I think because we can see the pipes are going way too high, right? So I think the proportion and the characters width and the alleys width, if you'll see, I think what we have created is pretty close to that proportion wise at least, right? So what we'll do is now we'll give the animation, the running animation to this character. For that there is a very simple software called Mixamo Converter. I'll show you. So if you download this Mixamo Converter, it will come like this, and then you can extract it. The password and the file, the download file, everything will be there on their official website. I'll post the link of that in the description. You can just take that. It is very small software. You can quickly do it. So what you can do is, you will double click and open this, and we'll open it, and there should be some mannequins inside this folder. So we will take a Quinn Unreal Engine 5 mannequin and we will take this mannequin, right? We'll go to Mixamo. And we'll open the Mixamo website. One second, I am opening it. Here it is. We'll open the Mixamo website and you can simply just upload the character. You can select that Quinn character which I just showed you in that folder, and you can see the name is also coming here, and then we will just type here running, running, and I will just, this running animation we will take, and we have to check this in place also. After that we'll just download it once without skin, 30 fps, everything looks fine. Download. So this is downloading. Yes, it is showing running 2 because I have already tried it obviously. So yeah, so this is the file. One second, I'll just, now what I have to do is I'll just copy this file. I will go to Mixamo Converter, in incoming FVX, I'll paste it here. I'll double click and start the Mixamo Converter. I'll close the browser so that it doesn't take much of my space in the system. So we'll just click here and it will open the software, right? So what we have to do is we have to enter the conversion process. We have to click here and open folder with original animation running. This file is automatically, it is showing because it is there in the incoming FVX folder, right? So what you can do is you can just click here to convert the animation, and it will simply successful conversion, it will show, right? And in the outgoing FVX it will be there. So now what we have to do is we just have one more step to do. What we will do is importing. I'll delete it, which I created this earlier. So now I will import that FVX which we just converted through Mixamo Converter, and right now what I'll choose is I'll choose a mannequin skeleton, right? And the settings should be same as mine, and I'll import. So now we have an animation which is working on the mannequin, but it is not working on Metahuman. So for that I'll just export it, asset action, export, and I will export it in new folder. I'll just delete this one. I'll export it here, save, yes, and export. So the exporting is done, and now I'll create one more folder here, and inside that folder I will import this again. This time, earlier I chose the mannequin skeleton, but this time I'll choose Metahuman and I'll say import all, right? So it is coming like this. Let me just open and show. So now we have a animation which is working for Metahuman. It was pretty easy, I think. It was too easy. So yeah, it is ready now. So what we have to do is we have to right click cinematics and level sequence. I will double click and open it, and I will bring the character inside it, and the character should come. I'll delete the face, control rig and all. I'll delete this also, animations, and I think in the end it will be there. Yeah, I think this is the one. Yes, so this animation is there, but if you just extend it, it will be, because the animation is in the loop, so it can work as long as we want it, right? So this animation is working properly now. So we'll add transform here. We'll go to first frame and we will just give the keyframe. We'll go to last frame. I will move it forward. I'm just guessing how much it will need, so I'm not sure yet. And I will give transform again, and let's see how. Yeah, so I think it is pretty good, but the keyframe should be linear. And now it is looking much better. Yes, right? I guess it looks much better, but I think we need it little more faster, I guess, right? Yes, I think we need it little more faster. So I'll right click properties and I will just play rate 1.2, I guess. So I'll extend this. I will extend this further. Now it is much faster. So obviously we have to increase the distance also. Either on either keyframe, if we'll increase the distance, it should work properly. So from the darkness it is starting running, right? So this should be much more proper now, I guess. Yeah, something like this. So if I'll go down and start, yeah. So now it has animation, we have fog, we have walls, we have everything, we have character, and it is working properly. We'll adjust it accordingly, we'll tweak it for the final thing, but I think we have a basic mechanism and everything is properly working. So what we can do is we can give a camera now and we'll try to match the camera. So I'll pilot it, Control Shift P, I'll pilot the camera, and I'll keep this sequencer on the second screen. Also we'll go to the selection mode, something like this. So now we have to match the camera, right? So what we'll do is we'll select the camera and we will change the values to 64 and 27, and the universal zoom we can keep it at 50. Okay, something like this. And I think this will match. So let's see. Also I think there should be I think the camera's location is a bit down and it is tilting upward. Look, something like this. So the camera is looking upward a bit, right? So we have to give that tilt also towards up. So I think with this, yes, 1 point, maybe 2, yeah. So with 0 it is like this, with 2 it is like this, and we can just decrease the height, maybe 140, something like this. Now we'll see on the first frame how it is looking. So this is the first frame. Obviously this is way too up, I guess, because in the camera, first of all the character is, yeah, something like that. So the whole waist is properly visible in this. So I guess, yeah, also the head is properly visible. So I guess the character is a bit far away from the camera, I guess, and we will be able to achieve it. 1 second, let me just try to fix this. Camera. Sorry, I'll just move it a bit backwards and maybe 2.5 or maybe 3, a bit more, and also I'll change it something like this. Yes. Now I will also focus on the character. Manual is not working, maybe tracking will work. Yes, tracking is working properly, so we can track it. And now we look, if we try to match it, I think we are achieving the same effect. I'm not saying that it is 100% same, but I guess we are reaching what we want. We are reaching at what we wanted, right? So now I think it is looking pretty good actually. I'm pretty happy about this. So I will, 1 second, I will try to play it how it is looking. Obviously the camera should go with the character, so we'll do that right away. 1 second, I'll bring the camera inside and we'll position the camera like this, and then it should go with the character forward. So something like this, or maybe, yeah. Also we'll keep this camera also linear. I hope you all know what does this do, this linear thing. So instead of starting the animation gradually, it starts it instantly. Obviously this much length is not enough, so we'll increase it something like this. Yes. Okay, because I did not keyframe it, that's why it is not saved itself. So I'll keyframe it now, and then the speed should be, yes. I think it is not looking good because the camera shake is still not there. Also the speed is not matching and all. So that we will fix. I think once we give the camera shake, it should look pretty good. Obviously we only need 3 seconds. We only need 3 seconds for this first shot, and then 3 seconds when the character is coming from the fog. Right now it is going towards the fog, right? So I think this looks pretty good actually. Yes. And so what we can do is we can give the camera shake now. So let's do it. Okay, so now we have to add a camera shake, right? So what we will do is you can create a folder, and inside that you will create a blueprint class, and you will search here camera shake. So there should be a camera BP camera shake. We can select this, and if you'll just double click and open it, it will open like this. Save it, close it, and then open it again. It will open like this. Yeah, so we can close it, and we have already added the camera, and we'll just go here and camera shake, and we'll just select this new blueprint. You can give a proper name to this. So now we have a camera shake. So just to show you, because I think it is taking the camera shake values which I have given already to my earlier blueprint which I have created for this. So I'll just double click on it, and I'll open the blueprint, and I'll show the values which it is taking, right? So first you have to select this Perlin noise camera shake pattern which is here. Inside that you will get all these things, and in that you can see my location value is 1, rotation is 0.55, and I don't think I've changed anything. Yeah, it is like this. I just wanted to show you how much and which value is, so that there is no confusion for you. So yeah, in pitch, yaw, and in roll, it is simply 1 everywhere. Yeah, so I think these are the only values which I changed, and then save. So you see this already gave a proper camera shake to it, right? I think it can still do a bit fast. It can go a bit faster, I guess. Yeah. So we'll see the reference ones. So I think it is a bit fast. So I'll just right click properties, and we'll do 1.4, enter, or maybe 1.5 I guess. So yeah, but now the camera is a bit slow according to the character, so I'll just take it a bit more and then give keyframes. Now let's see how it goes. Yeah, I think it is a bit too fast, I guess. It looks a bit unrealistic. 1.4, because if you see inside this, the character is very close to the camera, but as the time goes, like on the third second, it is a bit far away from the camera, right? So the camera's speed is slower than the character's speed, right? So when we play it, yeah, something like this. You see the character is moving away, right? The character is moving away, yes, something like that. But I think we have to go a bit more further. I think we have to go more backside, right? Because in the end it is going inside the fog, which in the reference it is not happening. Look, visibly, yeah. So it ends, the sequence ends before the character enters the fog, right? So obviously we have to start it a bit further away. So at this location I'll move the camera something like this, and I'll give the keyframe here. I'll take the character minus 1600, and I'll give the keyframe. Let's see. Yeah. So now what we can do is it's still going inside the fog. So maybe instead of playing it in the animation, what we can do is we can just take the fog itself further away, and that will be much more easier to execute, I feel. So yes, something like this, and we'll move these lights also further away. Yes, so now for these 3 seconds it will be like this. I think this looks pretty good, I guess. Let's just watch the reference again. So the character, I think, yeah, I think for previous purpose, I think this looks fine. I can see the character is moving towards right a bit while running, right? So and then we can see this area actually. So that we can do, that is not an issue. But overall, if it is looking fine, then so because I see the character when it is running, the upside is this much visible, something like this. This much area is visible, right? So is it this? So for us it is not like this, right? So what we can do is we can move the camera further towards the character and a bit lower, and give the transform. That is because it should match with the scene. I feel it is. I think we can make it a bit more slower, I guess. 1.3, something like this. Yes, I think this is much better. Also, it should be further away inside the fog. Something like this. And what we can do is we can add some light or something here also, and here also maybe, because otherwise the upper side will look totally empty. So yeah, now it has some depth. Also what we can do is we can increase the temperature of this a bit, otherwise 12,000 is a bit too much. 6500, something like this. So yes, now it is looking much more better. Let's just see the reference ones, how it is. I think we can decrease the value of the fog overall, so that I don't think we need this much fog, I guess. So I'll just go outside. I'll go to exponential fog and see if we can decrease the value of it to 2, or maybe here it should be 3, or here 1 or 2 or 1. We'll change. Let's see how it is. I guess this is a bit better, I guess. Fog density. Yeah, I think we can keep it. We can keep the fog density 0 actually. It is still looking pretty good, because what if we, sorry, well, I think we should give this. So there should be some value to it, I guess. Yes. So there is a fog, but it's not that much. I think this looks fine. So to properly match it, we can do it second by second, and then we can properly match it. But I think it is pretty close, and for previous purpose I think this looks fine. We can, I think, obviously play with the lens settings, the camera lens and all, and the focal okay, so I think the scene is ready now, and this looks pretty good. Maybe the ceiling can be a bit lower overall. Maybe the overall ceiling height is bit too high, but I think it is not looking bad. I know we have to match it with the scene, but still. Also, now we can create a character which is running from this area, from the foggy area towards the camera, which is somewhere here, right? So let me show you what I have created, and you can create the same thing, because if I'll increase this video it will be very long, but I have showed you a proper way. Now you just have to give a camera, and the same animation you have to extend it, and just with one more sequence you can create that animation also, and then with a master sequence you can just place those 3-second sequencers inside that master sequencer, and the animation will be ready. Let me show you what I have created. I have already created it, and 1 second, I will just play it for you. Level sequence, master sequence. So here it is. So here it is. So yeah, I have added these things also. So I think, yeah, because when you add this, I think the fog effect looks much more better. So what you can do is you can experiment with it. Maybe you can make it a bit more better than mine. But yeah, so this was the video. I hope you all liked the video. I hope you all learned a lot from this video, and I have tried to make it a very simple and easy to understand, so that even a beginner can understand all these things, apply it, and gain more skills in Unreal Engine. So thank you so much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.